Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great week and really appreciate you tuning in to another Bona Training Camp video. Today we're going to talk about the Bona Deep Clean application process in this video. Again, Bona Deep Clean being our concentrated cleaning solution that serves two purposes. One, as our cleaning solution for deep cleaning wood floors, and two, as part of the Bona Recoat system when we're using Bona Remove. But if you want to see that part, we made a completely separate video for that called the Bona Recoat System. So tune into that if you want to see deep clean used there. But when we're using it for deep cleaning someone's wood floors, again, super easy process, very powerful, very effective product and process to use to get your customers' floors sparkling clean, whether it's a sport floor, a commercial floor, a residential floor. Bona Deep Clean can be used for all those types of surfaces and scenarios. So the first thing we're going to do though is take our Bona PowerScrubber, inspect it and clean it if we need to, because we don't want to use a dirty system to clean somebody's floor. And even though we should be doing that at the end of every job, cleaning up that machine, it always helps to give it a quick once over before we start our next deep clean job, just to make sure everything's ready to go. Then we're going to fill up the scrubber, and we want to maintain that 4:1 ratio with Bona Deep Clean Solution. And it's easy to do. We're simply going to put a ½ gallon of the Bona Deep Clean in there, and you can see the clear view panel on the side, so you can see exactly when you've put in a ½ gallon. Then you can go ahead and fill the rest up with water, which would equal 2 gallons. That maintains our 4:1 ratio, and we're ready to go with the PowerScrubber. When we actually get onto the floor though, there's a little something else we want to do before we start in with the PowerScrubber. And that's vacuum the floor to get up any loose dirt and debris. We want to clean up any sticky spills with probably some warm or hot water and some rags. Scrape up any gum with a plastic scraper or any sticky spills like that. So just do a little bit of prep work before we get the PowerScrubber on there with some things that might be a little more difficult to remove, and take care of those ahead of time. And then we're going to take the PowerScrubber and we're going to engage the vacuum and the scrub brushes, and we're going to go up and back in the same path as you can see us do here. And usually we're only going to dispense solution on the forward pass and just make sure we're cleaning everything up on the backwards pass. Then we're going to move over and overlap with the PowerScrubber on our next path, up and back, dispensing liquid forward, cleaning up everything coming back. And we'll do the whole house that way, the whole floor, room by room by room, until everything's done. If needed, you may want to do a second full pass on the floor. I'd probably do that room by room as I went, because you can kind of judge that by the room if it's going to need another pass or not to really get it clean. But otherwise, just one pass is going to work great on most floors. And let's also talk about going cross grain. As with everything, we always want to go with the grain whenever possible, because that just prevents any possible scratches being put in the floor if we catch some extra dirt or debris under the scrubber, which should still get kicked out, but if not, we just want to avoid going cross grain whenever possible. And always keep a Bona mop and microfiber cleaning pad alongside to clean up any wet streaks or puddles that the PowerScrubber may leave behind, to keep everything as dry as possible. And of course, all of this deep cleaning with the PowerScrubber leads us up to the big reveal. And that's whenever you have the chance to empty that recovery reservoir. And this is where I really want the customer's eyes on this part of the process, because this is where jaws drop and eyes get big, and everybody comes to the realization that, wow, I really did need my floors deep cleaned, and I'm going to have this done on a regular basis. And as you're emptying that recovery reservoir, if it's really dirty, go ahead and give it a little extra, rinse or spray, just to get that as clean as possible. Make sure you add some more of your 4:1 ratio deep cleaning solution to your solution tank, and you're ready to go again with your PowerScrubber to go do the rest of the floor or make your second pass. Now, once we've got all the main area cleaned with the PowerScrubber and our Deep Clean solution, we want to go back and hit the edges and the detail areas where we can't get with the scrubber. To do that, you've got a couple choices. One, as you can see here, you can use a small powered brush, but make sure though that you've got soft bristles on that brush. Again, we don't want anything that's going to create any scratches. This tends to work great along the sides, and then we're using a cloth to wipe up any dirt or anything else that may leave behind. Or you can use a hand scrub brush. Same thing, we want to make sure they're soft bristles, nothing that's going to scratch or is abrasive. And that's how we're going to take care of the edges and the detail areas. As a final cleanup, we may want to do just a damp tack with our Bona mop across the floor, just to make sure we're getting up, again, any streaks, anything we might have left behind. Do any other kind of general cleanup. We want to make sure that the customer's floor is cleaner when we leave than when we came. And not just their floors, but anything else that we may have made a little messy during our process. Do that, and you and your customers won't be able to believe how clean their floors could be.